Okay, so we're here with Phil Craine. Just tell us a bit about what you're doing this morning.
Well, we are here to mark the e-gaming seminar, which the industry is holding its annual event here at the Villa Marina. And a few of us feel quite strongly about e-gaming, which sounds quite nice and cozy and fun. It's really internet gambling, and it can be quite harmful and damaging to a lot of people. There's probably about, for most of us, gambling is fun, a bit of a flutter, but for a small minority of people known as problem gamblers, they are likely to be addicts or to go on to develop an addiction. And so we think that that can also lead to unemployment, job loss, crime, family breakup, and some of us have seen that at close hand, the damage it can be done. The e-gaming on the island, of course, doesn't just affect people on the island and punters in Britain. It's aimed largely at the Asian market. It's grown like topsy. It's now about 1/5 of Manx national income, very handsomely paid jobs. And it's brought prosperity to the island. Indeed, as a sector, it's prospered. But we're concerned that the damage it does is
Well,
very
so that's just playing devil's advocate slightly. That is the defence of this, of course, is that it is supporting hundreds of jobs on the island.
Yes.
But you're saying the government hasn't really ever looked at beyond that?
At the other side of it, yeah. I mean, yes, jobs, yes, prosperity, yes, and that's all good, and we wouldn't condemn anyone for having a job in this industry. Everyone has got their own different circumstances, and it's up to them to examine their own consciences. But I think, as a whole, when we look at the companies, the harm that is being done, to millions of people, largely in Asia, has to be weighed up against the jobs and the prosperity that we have on these shores.
Well, that's something else we were saying about in terms of with regulation on the island. Of course, we have it's strongly regulated, the gambling, but it is used by people in countries who they have in Asia, for example, where countries don't allow them to gamble online, but yet they use the service to get into here. How much of a concern is that for you in terms of the island's position globally?
A big concern. It can affect the island's reputation. There's the worry that the island is being used to get respectability, the white label, which allows them into the whole Asian market on the lucrative English Premiership football, on shirts and on grounds. And I think the worry is that the reputation it would do to the island. So we're only seeing one side of the coin. There is a gambling supervision commission over here, set up by the government, but we would ask, how independent is it of the government? The government's stated policy is explicitly to promote the e-gaming sector. And so how independent can it be? And over the years we see very little that the Gambling Supervision Commission has done anything to control maximum stake, for example, which they've done in the UK on fixed odds betting terminals, anything to control advertising by Manx firms, who are all headquartered here after all, anything to launch prosecutions or to issue reprimands. We've heard nothing about that. And indeed, when has Tynwald debated the rights and wrongs of gaming? It's grown like topsy. How did we get to this position when we're in it to such a high degree? We hope that the new MHKs will maybe take note and ask one or two questions.
Thank you, Mr. Craig.
Thank you, sir.